bum, 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 bum. Boo, doo, doo, boo, boo, boo. Sorry, guy. Ooh, he's gonna go fast in his Honda. Well, hello there, Doho people. What the heck? There's a lot of people in the parking lot in this Honda dealer, and I gotta check every single blind corner. All right, so picked up some oil to do an oil change on my SI, and yes, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you what it is. This is a possible Doho. This is my 2011 Honda Civic SI with that VTEC. Oh my gosh, I love it. I really do. Those VTEC pulls they're no joke, but I'm in the rain, so I'm gonna chill out a bit around traffic. So I bought this car for $13,000, and it might be a Doho. We'll see. The reason I say that is because, you know, I'm trying to save up money to move out of my house, out of my parents' house. I think it could be, but it's just gonna be a while. You might have seen some of my Ubering videos and just dash cam footage. And what I'm doing with this is, if it ends up being a Doho, maybe not 3, but probably 4 or 5, I'm gonna Uber with it, and I'm gonna try to earn back the purchase price of this SI by Ubering. So if I have to make $13,000 Ubering, and if I do that, then I'll be like, you know what? By that time, this SI will be well used. It'll be over 100,000 miles. It's at 78,004 miles as we currently are driving, and it'll be time to move on to something else. Although I don't know, you know, you ever, like, every time I get a car, I get pretty decently attached to it. I'm like if I still had Doho 1, the '89 Lincoln Town Car, oh man, that was a great car. Straight piped. I mean, it wasn't a great car practically, fuel economy wise, reliability wise, but in terms of putting a smile on your face every time you hit that gas pedal and those straight pipes let that V8 just rumble around, oh, it was great. So yeah, anyways, I was picking up some oil from a Honda dealership, and I got 5 quarts of oil, 5W30, and an oil filter. It all cost me $28. Like, is that a steal or what? Like, and that's like the Honda recommended thing to do, is to buy their oil and their filter. And I was at Advanced Auto Ports yesterday, and I could have bought 5 quarts of Pennzoil 5W30 full synthetic for, like, alone that was like $38, and then a filter from them was, you know, probably another $6-7. So $45 versus straight from Honda 28. I was not expecting that. Now, this is not full synthetic, it's a synthetic blend, which is like the mid-grade between, you know, regular grade oil and full synthetic. But I'm not too worried about it. They gave me the little washer, the little aluminum washer for the drain plug that I guess you swap out every time you do an oil change, because these SIs have a aluminum oil pan, and I think the torque spec is 35 foot-pounds. And I'm going to double check on that because I don't want to strip my oil pan or mess it up. So good stuff, good stuff. So yeah, I've been driving this SI around for about 3,000 miles. I bought it with I think just over 75,000 miles, and it's been great. No issues whatsoever. The only thing was, it came with aftermarket coilovers, D2, yeah, D2 coilovers, just the street ones, not anything crazy, like they're full-on air ride, or I don't even know, like it gets like pretty crazy for track setups, but this is just like their street setup. And I had to adjust them in the back, and I was out there for a couple hours with my, you know, flathead screwdriver, my hammer, because the two rings, you back one ring off and then you adjust the lower ring to, you know, raise or lower. So I needed to raise it up just a little bit because I would scrape over speed bumps, you know, barely, and then coming out of my driveway I would scrape if I went too fast coming out of my driveway. So I just wanted to, you know, have a little bit more of a daily driver feel, but it still handles beautifully. Like, if I can get some driving clips, you know, when I'm not in traffic stuck in the rain today, I'll get some driving clips of me just taking some corners. It's beautiful. It's not as, you know, well handling as my Miata Doho 2, of course, but it's pretty great nonetheless. Okay, so going from this SI, you know, the 6-shift is pretty easy to handle, the clutch pedal, letting it out and feeding the gas and whatnot. I went back to my Miata to just drive it around, or that's the time I was putting the differential in. I went to push the clutch and I thought my clutch went out because the clutch pedal was so incredibly light compared to the, you know, the clutch pedal in the SI. Now the SI is no, like, you know, 99 to 04 Mustang GT clutch, but still it was like, whoa, like the Miata clutch pedal just went instantly to the floor. I'm like, is this working? But then once I fixed the differential and that and drove it around, I was like, oh yeah, it works. It's just extremely light. Like when they say it's a hairdresser's car or it's a easiest car to drive stick on or whatever, it's like they're not embellishing that factor. They're not exaggerating. But yeah, I love this Honda. This is great. Like, I thought the only Honda I would ever want to own would be a S2000 AP1. Well, actually, it doesn't matter, either one. But AP1, it revs to a beautiful 9,000 RPM. I mean, the AP2 still revs to 8,000, of course. But there's just something about a 4-cylinder revving to 9,000. Now, the other 9,000 RPM motor that I love the sound of is a RX-7 or RX-8. RX-8 in particular, it's just so quirky to me, like the rear suicide half doors, like on a car. That just is cool to me. I don't know, just me. But you know how you see those videos of, like, there's some guys in a Mustang, it's like, oh, all these Hondas are trying to race me, or he's in a Subaru. I think Evan Shanks had one of those where people were trying to race him when he had that red Subaru WRX. Well, for me, I'm in my SI and lesser Hondas like want to race me, or, you know, Integras or RSXs. But I mean, that's no problem, you know. It makes sense. We're all part of that Honda gang, and they're all itching for a little street cred. But it's just funny, and I love when a SI just blows past me, or, you know, blows by me, and they have like an exhaust all set up and with the aftermarket. I'm gonna get a full race exhaust. Just put it out there. I'm just waiting for them paychecks to keep rolling in, and I'm also waiting for a non-rainy and cold day, I guess. But then again, when I had my 2000 GMC Sierra, I put a Flowmaster American Thunder catback on that in December, and it was very cold out. So that's about all I got for you guys. Just putting together a bunch of my random thoughts and letting you guys know that I have this great car. Oh my gosh, the ambulance, where are they going? Oh my gosh. Okay, they're going that way. The ambulance is gonna give me a heart attack. Sorry, bad joke, but yeah, I'm just putting together all my thoughts here in this little, hey, I got a SI. So it's not the Type R. Dude, if we had the Type R from my generation SI from the 8th gen over in America, oh my gosh. I wouldn't have enough money for it, but dude, if I could just test drive that one time, like just to experience my motor, but just on just that much more steroids, oh, that'd be so great. But I digress. I still have a great car. It's still miles better than the base Civics from this generation, in my opinion. But this is my car. I hope you guys like it. I'll have more videos coming your way. Oil change video, which is not very entertaining. It's more of an informative video. And of course, that exhaust video whenever I order that full race. Last thing, I love being first at a stoplight, because all the slow drivers that aren't going to accelerate, I can get in front of them. Oh, and you get a shift light. I love it. I love it so much. Woo! Little hydroplane, but we all right, man. I'll see you guys later, for real this time. Look at other videos. Subscribe, or don't, it's fine.